Good morning. This is the second session in A03, Academic Writing, Writing for Academic and Professional Success. The last session, I was in the introductory unit where I was trying to explain to you the importance of developing writing skill as far as academicians are concerned. I told you who is an academician: a student, a teacher, and a researcher, and all those who are in the academic pursuit are included in the term academicians. Now, as academicians, it is necessary that you have to develop your skill of writing to become a success in your career, whatever career you choose. I also told you that a few things which you should start doing if you want to become a successful writer, successful academic writer. You remember, start free writing, then keeping a journal, reading and writing, because you start reading. If you want to become a good writer, start reading and writing. Think critically and develop research skill. That is inquiry, a spirit of inquiry that you have to develop. Develop research skills, and finally learn the language of the discipline. That was what we were talking about academic writing in the last session. Now, in this session, that is session 2, I told you I have divided the unit into 3 sessions. This is the second session. In this second session, we are trying to answer, first we are trying to answer the question, what is academic writing? Academic writing refers to all writing tasks assigned to students for the purpose of study at college. All writing tasks or all writing assignments given to a student, assigned to a student for the purpose of study at college. Academic writing, as I told you in the last session, academic writing includes essays, writing book reviews, writing reports, writing case studies, and preparing or writing project reports. All these become a part of your learning program, your academic program. Academic writing, as I told you in the last session also, is different from creative writing. Now, creative writing is something different from academic writing. Now, in academic writing, as I was telling you, the difference between the writing approach to writing skill by a school student and a college student is different, I told you, because a sense of responsibility is assumed to be working as a guiding force in all academic writing. When it comes to college, you are doing a more responsible way of academic writing. You are approaching it with a new outlook, and because of that, you need to know the intricacies, the principles, the process of developing the writing that has to be adhered to while practicing academic writing. Now, there is, while you write, the statements you make, the claims and information that you make, and the information you give to your readers, All these are very important because it is subject to scrutiny. Somebody else is going to read what you have written. Somebody else is going to read what you are writing. So a kind of a scrutiny is involved in serious academic writing at the college level. The scrutinizer or the reader looks for precision, whether what you write is precise, accuracy, the correctness of what you write, and then objectivity. Objectivity is, are you directly influenced by the writing of somebody else who has written on the same topic or the same area before? You have to be very careful in keeping yourself precise, accurate, and objective while doing your academic writing, while undergoing a college program, a degree program. Academic writing should have specific objective. What are you writing for? Specific objective or purpose which should be focused. You are writing, throughout your writing, you should keep on focusing on your objective or the purpose of writing. Every academic writing task is to be completed following a certain process that it will be dealt with in detail in the third unit or so, the process of writing. The process, that is, identifying the audience. Now, while writing, you should always keep in mind, who is your audience? What is this audience? Who is going to read what you write? When you are writing an examination, your examiner is reading what you write. If you are writing an article for a journal, the readers of the journal, a very serious academic crowd, is waiting to see what you write. They look for precision, accuracy, and objectivity in what you write. Now, so the process is identifying the audience, then establishing the purpose. In the beginning of your academic writing, you should establish the purpose of your writing. That can be done in the introductory paragraph. Why you are writing that particular piece. Establishing the purpose, generating ideas. New ideas should be presented, not the old ideas which some people have already put forth. Then ordering the ideas, your own ideas, you have to prioritize the ideas, and this first, this comes second, this comes third. So ordering the ideas. After getting everything in order in your mind, you prepare a first draft of your article or your paper, your academic writing. First draft is should always subject to, or it should undergo revising and improving. Maybe the words used, the phrases used, maybe the order in which you have put forward your idea may be wrong. So you make all kinds of revising and improving on your writing. Correcting. Now there may be instances of occasions or situations where you have made some mistakes. So correcting them. Maybe correction of ideas, clarification of ideas, maybe correcting of language errors, and then you come to the final stage, that is proofreading. proofreading your article or your paper. Proofreading is also important. Now, for your information, I am going to give you a list of academic materials and non-academic materials. Now, for example, books. Books in general are considered to be academic material. University database is also considered to be an academic material because we get a lot of information from university database to get ready for any kind of academic writing. Peer-reviewed journals. Now, journals of repute are usually peer-reviewed. What is this peer-reviewed? Means when you are writing a paper on a topic like the nationalization or the amalgamation of banks, say for example, you have to, when you write that, people of your own discipline, people of your own caliber, maybe people of higher caliber knowledge in that particular area, will be reviewing the article which you give for publication. They review it and then only they publish it. So this is purely an academic material. Now, seminar and conference papers, naturally. Seminar and conference papers, they are naturally connected with academic writing. Thesis and dissertation, part of your MPhil program or doctoral program leading to PhD, all these culminate in you submitting thesis and dissertation. Even for some postgraduate programs, you have this thesis and dissertation, and from the name itself, we know that it is purely an academic material. Research reports, naturally, they also belong to the category of academic materials. Let us look at non-academic materials. Example, newspapers. Daily newspaper is a non-academic material. Magazines, non-academic. News websites and online news feeds, these are non-academic. Radio and television, non-academic. Videos from YouTube and other video sharing sites, these are considered to be non-academic materials because of the reliability of the source. Then most websites, social media sites, mobile networking applications, all these categories belong to non-academic materials. Now, there are some exceptions, like a newspaper, for instance, may be considered as an academic material from the point of view of a person who is pursuing a postgraduate study in journalism. It's possible. For him, newspaper is an academic material. Film reviews coming in a magazine, this can be considered as an academic material by those who pursue a program in film studies. So there are some overlapping, but by and large, this is the list of academic materials and non-academic materials. Now what we are going to finally discuss is, what do these academic essays used as a general term, what do these academic essays usually contain? What do these non-academic essays usually contain? Let us try to draw a line between the content, between the difference in the content in academic writing, essay as a general term, academic writing and non-academic writing. Now, in academic essays and writing, we use a formal language. You have to listen very carefully. Formal language and words less frequently used in informal conversation, technical terms, or words typical to the discipline. This is the speciality. Whereas in non-academic essays, simple and high-frequency words and phrases commonly found in informal conversations and even slangs are used in non-academic essays or writing. Next one is signal words to indicate organizational pattern of the work. That is, in an academic essay, you can see to start the study, one has to try to analyze the topic. From this sentence, what we understand is this is going to be an introduction, or trying to place the subject of the writing, the main theme of the writing. So words used to begin with, at the outset, firstly, secondly, thirdly, finally, to conclude. All these are words which are used. They are called signal words to indicate organizational pattern. But in a non-academic essay, language use is done, use of the language suitable for a larger audience. Larger audience means laymen, not people particularly connected with that particular discipline. Now, another difference, technical and formal vocabulary is used. Technical and formal vocabulary is used in an academic essay, whereas no technical language, simple vocabulary is used, general kind of vocabulary is used in a non-academic essay. Formal introductory paragraph containing, this is very important, formal introductory paragraph containing statement, that is, a sentence that summarizes the main idea of the essay, usually we see in the first paragraph of an academic essay. Whereas when it comes to a non-academic essay, short introduction, a very short introduction, situating or bringing out the subject, a thesis matter of the essay in the context. It is very casually mentioned, not mentioned in a pinpointed way, but a general mention is done in a non-academic essay. Body paragraphs, usually an essay is divided into 3 parts: introductory paragraph, body paragraphs 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5, and then a concluding paragraph. So what happens is, body paragraphs are long, with each sentence serving a specified purpose in an academic essay. But this does not happen in a non-academic essay. In a non-academic essay, main body paragraphs are shorter in length, like topic sentence, substantiation, and transition. This is done very quickly in a non-academic essay, whereas in an academic essay, the body paragraphs are long with each sentence serving a specified purpose. Elaborate explanation of the central idea or argument with the supporting expert sources. It is done in an academic essay. This is done. Whereas ideas are elaborated well but not supported with expert sources as far as an non-academic essay is concerned. Quotes and references from academic and creditable sources. In an academic essay, whatever quotes and references are mentioned, they are from academic sources and credible sources, whereas quotes and ideas from non-academic sources are also included in a non-academic essay. Now, referencing also is very, very important for academic writing, whereas personal stories or impression and no referencing, that is what happens in a non-academic essay. Others' ideas and opinions incorporated too in body paragraph as direct quotations, paraphrasing or summarizing in an academic essay. Direct quotations from others without citing sources. This is what happens in a non-academic essay. That is, you borrow somebody's ideas, you borrow somebody's quotations, and without mentioning the source, you can, or people sometimes do use them in a non-academic essay, but that cannot be done in an academic essay, because in academic essays, whatever you quote from others, whatever idea you borrow from, you can borrow, whatever ideas you borrow from others, it has to be acknowledged. That is the difference of academic essay and non-academic essays. Authors stand on the issue raised in the essay, but without expressions like "I think," "in my view." This is avoided in an academic essay. "In my opinion," "I think," all these are avoided. Instead, we say "it is believed that," or "it is understood that," or even people may be of the view, people are of the view that. Instead of saying "my view is this," people are of the view, or people have the common view, like this. Author expresses opinion directly using "I" in non-academic essays. "I think so," "my opinion is this." All these expressions are there in non-academic essays. Tables are used in academic essays. Tables to illustrate, to explain things. No tables and figures in non-academic essays. And finally, precise figures and colloquial expressions are used in an academic essay, whereas approximate figures are used. One can afford to use approximate figures in a non-academic essay, but in an academic essay, your figures should be very, very precise and correct, and you cannot play with the figures there, because you are doing a very serious academic writing. I hope you have an idea about what this academic writing and non-academic writing is. What are the academic materials, what are usually considered to be academic materials and non-academic materials. Now, we stop here for the time being, and in the next session, that is the third session of the first unit, Introduction to Academic Writing, we'll deal with some important phrases, some important words that are connected with this academic writing. I'll try to familiarize you with those terms in the next session we meet. Till then, keep well, goodbye, and thank you for listening to me.